Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, March the 13th, 2018. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, the Tennessee Department of Health is warning of a new potential scam. We'll have more from the recent Distinguished Young Women's event in Tullahoma, and gubernatorial candidate Randy Boyd talks about his views on gun control. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Check out this 2017 Kia Forte, yours today, $279 a month. Or check out the 2018 Kia Sorento, up to $4,000 off. Kia is the power to surprise. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Can you imagine a world without beauty, without color, without creativity, without art? Neither can we. Keep arts alive and experience all kinds of arts and crafts at the first annual Arts Alive Tullahoma on the lawn of the newly renovated grounds of the South Jackson Civic Center, May 26th and 27th. For details, visit TullahomaArtsCouncil.com and come spend the day at our fun, family-oriented art festival.
Welcome back. The Tennessee Department of Health has been notified by several people in Tennessee and other states of a potential scam in which people are contacted via telephone by a caller asking for health insurance information. The calls appear to come from the Tennessee Department of Health Central Office. When the calls are answered, the scam artists ask for personal information, including health insurance information from those contacted. In some instances, the caller states that he or she is calling on behalf of Blue Cross Blue Shield.
When patients are making appointments for services at a local health department, the health department clinic staff member may ask the patient to identify their insurance company, but will not ask for policy numbers or other details over the phone. Health department representatives do not contact people who are not patients to request such information. TDH has notified law enforcement about this matter. Anyone with questions or concerns about an unauthorized release of or request for health insurance or other personal information should contact his or her local law enforcement agency. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee members who receive a call are also advised to contact the Blue Cross Compliance Hotline at 1-888-343-4221.
Tullahoma Mayor Lane Curley has invited all the candidates running for governor to individually come to Tullahoma for a town hall meeting so voters can learn more about the candidates and the candidates can learn more about Tullahoma. In this video from a recent meeting, Mayor Curley talked about some of the positive attributes of the city.
I recognize that every mayor thinks their community is unique. I understand that. Now, in fact, I'm not sure how you came into Tullahoma, but in most places, as you enter Tullahoma, there's a very nice professional sign that says Tullahoma, a city as unique as its name. And I think Tullahoma is unique. So I'm going to, thanks to the help of many people in Tullahoma, I get way too much credit for things, and occasionally too much blame for things maybe, but let me share with you just some things, and then we're going to have some people expand on that. Tullahoma has a top 5 school system in the state. We have high-speed fiber to the premise to every home and business in Tullahoma. We're the smallest gigabit city in the southeast United States. We have a top 5 general aviation airport in Tennessee. In fact, this year our airport was recognized as the airport of the year in Tennessee. Very proud of that. We are a retail, medical, arts, and aviation hub for southern Middle Tennessee. We're the #1 micropolitan city in Tennessee for 2 years. We're the #2 city in Middle Tennessee for quality of life. We are one of 2 cities in Middle Tennessee to receive recognition as Governor Haslam's Healthier Tennessee initiative. I know you're into fitness personally, as am I, and not to the extent of doing 14 miles, but And you know, my goal as mayor is to have 90% of the homes in Tullahoma within half a mile of a fitness opportunity. We're not there yet, but we're working towards that. We have over 600 acres of parks in Tullahoma. And every year, our Get Fit Tullahoma initiative, we're extending the Greenway, we're hosting Couch to 5Ks, we're just doing all kinds of things to encourage fitness in our community. So each year as mayor, I introduce a different community initiative and encourage the community to sort of rally around that. We've done Get Fit Tullahoma. We've done some neat things there. We've introduced Go Green Tullahoma. Approximately 35% of our households regularly recycle, and we want to grow that. We've introduced a sports council, a tourism council, any number of things. My goal as mayor is for Tullahoma to be recognized as a world-class community. And so every year we introduce different initiatives that will, I think, move us along that path, be recognized as a world-class community.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. Check out this 2018 Ford Focus, $299 a month. Or check out the 2018 Ford F-150 up to $9,000 off. Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma and Winchester. And remember, why buy anywhere else?
All I have to do is think about what I was physically before and what I am now, and I don't ever want to go back to that original situation.
The overall mission of the rehab team is always what is best for the patient and how we can facilitate maximum potential from every resident.
Well, the most important thing to me is that I'm allowed to do whatever I want to do, you know.
Everyday miracles at Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Attention Shoeistas, Bryn's Shoe Boutique in Tullahoma is closing forever. Every item in the store is reduced for immediate sale. Brenda is offering huge discounts on her entire inventory of fashion women's shoes, designer handbags, and jewelry, featuring famous brands like Yellow Box, Nine West, Bandolero, Impo, Coach, Michael Kors, Joseph Ripkoff, and others. The sale is underway now through March 3rd. Hurry in for huge savings at Bryn's Shoe Boutique, 115 Northwest Atlantic Street, Tullahoma. Open 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday.
Welcome back. Last week we brought you a story on the two young women who were chosen as Tullahoma's and the Cumberland Valley's most distinguished young women for 2019. Tonight we bring you video of some of the preliminary winners.
Has given up his time to photograph each of our contestants. You will notice their pictures taken by Norris in our program book and on the wall outside the auditorium. For 4 years, Norris has sponsored a Photogenic Award. This year's Photogenic Award will be presented by Becca Lynn. And this year, the Photogenic winner is number 4, Corinne Cole.
So you've got an appreciation for Steve Harvey now.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it. Our first award winner is the Donna Brewer Spirit of Distinguished Young Woman Award, which includes a $250 cash scholarship. This is a special award because the contestants themselves voted on it. They chose the girl who best exemplifies the distinguished young woman spirit. Presenting the Spirit Award is one of our last year's Spirit winners, Ashley Songer. Hey, Ashley. The Spirit of Distinguished Young Woman is Caroline Witt.
This year, we will be awarding 2 preliminary awards and an overall award for each judged category. Last year, our program's overall Scholastics winner, Paige Bond, will present the awards to our Scholastic winners. Our preliminary Scholastic winners are Amy Christopher, and our other preliminary Scholastics winner is Lillian Charbonneau.
Our overall Scholastic winner this year is contestant number 13, Madison Dockett. Jessica McChesney was last year's overall interview winner. She will present our interview awards this evening. Our two preliminary award winners are Cameron Brazier and Maggie Parton. And our overall interview winner is contestant number 13, Madison Doherty. Jody George was last year's overall talent winner, and she will present our talent award this evening. Our preliminary talent winners are contestant number 12, Kennedy Street, and contestant number 13, Madison Doherty. And our overall talent winner is contestant number 4, Corinne Cole.
Jessica McChesney, our last year's overall fitness winner, will present our fitness awards. Our preliminary fitness winners are Corinne Cole and Kennedy. This is presented by Rihanna Merritz. Short little change. And our preliminary fitness winners are Corinne Cole and Kennedy Street. Our overall fitness winner is contestant number 8, Maggie Parton.
Our preliminary self-expression awards go to contestant number 1, Cameron Brazier, and contestant number 13, Madison Doherty. Our overall self-expression winner is contestant number 8, Maggie Parton.
Presenting our Cumberland Valley second alternate will be Rihanna Merritt, last year's second alternate. Our second alternate will receive a $200 scholarship. We are proud to announce our second alternate is number 2, Amy Christopher.
Presenting our first alternate will be last year's first alternate winner, Leah McClure. Cumberland Valley's first alternate will be the recipient of the $500 scholarship. Our first alternate has an important role. If for any reason that one of our winners may not compete for the title, then our first alternate will go in her place. Our first alternate is contestant number 8, Maggie Parton.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
It's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. Gubernatorial candidate Randy Boyd answered questions from the audience during his recent visit to Tullahoma. In this segment, Boyd talks about his position on changes to gun laws.
Do you support any new gun laws? I don't think, well, let me answer that in a couple of ways. One, I think it's worth considering looking at things like assault weapons for people with mental disabilities. But at the same time, I don't think that that's going to be the solution to our problems. I don't think we have a gun problem. I think we have a people problem. And I think there's some other things we could do. Let's talk specifically about school safety. 3 things. One, actually I've written out a plan, but we haven't published it, but I guess if we're online or live, then maybe I'm publishing it now. 3 things. One, we need to make our schools secure. And there's no excuse for not. We need to have school resource officers that are trained by Homeland Security who wants to be a part of it. The state has a Department of Homeland Security. They're not a part of school safety now. School safety reports to the Department of Education. They need to report to professionals. So we need to have the best of the best in our schools protecting our most precious resource, which is our children. And second, we need to make the schools themselves safer. Whether it's bulletproof glass, doors that are locking, whatever technology it is that make our school safer, we need to do. That's the first thing. The second thing, back to that people problem, we have underinvested in mental health for about 40 years. And if you look at the root cause of a lot of this, is the lack of support for people with mental health issues. You talk to our sheriffs across the state, they say 70% of the people in our jails are there because of addiction or mental health. About 40 years ago, we got out of the business of taking care of people in mental health facilities. And you can see the charts. There's this population of people in mental health facilities that drops, and the population in jail goes up at the same time. We have to get back into that business of doing it. And the good news is, it's cheaper. Studies show it's 7 times cheaper to put somebody in a facility where they can get the treatment they need than to put them in a jail. And so at the state level, we've got to make a major investment in that. And you look at some of the root causes of some of this, there's so many kids with depression issues, and we've got to provide better support. There was a survey that I just saw 4 weeks ago now on student health and self-reporting, and they surveyed all the juniors and seniors in the state. There was like 72 pages of slides. I remember going through them one evening, and most of the stuff is about smoking and about obesity and things that you would have guessed, and there wasn't anything that really stood out, but 3 slides around mental health leaped out at me. The first slide it says that surveying all these juniors and seniors, and they're self-reporting, 32% said that they were very sad or depressed. So 1 in 3 said they're very sad or depressed. 16% said that in the last year they considered suicide. And 8% said that they actually attempted suicide in the last year. So when you've got that situation, I think that's the root cause of all these other things that we need to address. I think the last thing is then we look at, is there some reasonableness around guns? I think the problem is, everybody would say, well, maybe if you're unstable and you've got a mental health issue, maybe you should be able to get an assault weapon, but how do you enforce it? Right now there's a form, you go in and say, do you have a mental health issue? Yes or no? Well, nobody's going to check yes. But I guess they did. Then maybe I guess they did, but they're not going to do it.
Well, the problem has been maybe the police don't have time. And I'm seeing a lot of feedback that felons actually walk into the gun shop, apply for it, and you're checked out by the city, the county, and the state to make sure you're legal to buy that weapon. Yeah. This guy shows up to sell them, but it's not pursued when he should be prosecuted for this. They call it a paper trail, and I'm saying they don't want to chase it. What do you say about that?
That they're not going to chase it? Well, we got to make sure our law enforcement officers have the resources and the motivation to make sure that it's enforcing the laws that we have. We've got good laws.
Yes.
If we can enforce the laws, enforce the laws that we have, and I think we'll be okay. And the other big fallacy is that if it's not a gun, it'll be a truck or it'll be a knife or something else. But if a person's unstable, and they're determined to cause trouble, there's little that we can do on that. We got to make sure that we take care of the.
Where are you at on sanctuary cities?
We don't have any in Tennessee. We'll never have any in Tennessee as governor of the state of Tennessee.
And will you hold illegals, as President Trump's asking everybody to work with? If they caught in our town, our area, are you going to hold them?
Yeah, we're going to work with the federal government, and as the governor, we don't get to make the immigration law, but we're here to be a partner with the federal government to endorse it.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up in a moment.
Keith Barnett here at Russell Barnett Chevrolet GMC in Winchester. Check out this 2018 Chevrolet Equinox, $229 a month. Or get up to $10,000 off select 2018 Chevrolet Silverados. That's Russell Barnett Chevrolet GMC in Winchester. Why buy anywhere else?
Here at Manchester Funeral Home, we know the importance of living and working in our local community because it's those families who we serve during their time of need honorably. We believe in supporting local business and offer only 100% Batesville caskets, the best in the industry and a driver of our local economy. If you want straightforward and fair pricing while working with the people you know, choose Manchester Funeral Home, serving your community since 1932. And pre-planning and pre-funding can be the best gift you ever leave your loved ones. Call us to pre-arrange. Manchester Funeral Home. Our family, caring for your family since 1932.
Welcome back. As the weather begins to warm up over the next few weeks, many of you will be stepping up those exercise programs. Let's watch this video from the CDC to learn how to improve your cardio fitness.
Aerobics, what is also referred to as cardio, is any activity that gets you breathing harder and your heart beating faster for a continuous period of time. Aerobic activity could be walking briskly, running hard, riding a bicycle, pushing a lawnmower, swimming in the sun, or dancing under the stars. I'm Dave Patania, and in this video, I'll show you what counts towards the guidelines for aerobic activities. For substantial health benefits, it's recommended that most adults get at least 150 minutes a week of moderate intensity aerobic activity, such as brisk walking, or 75 minutes a week of vigorous intensity aerobic activity, such as jogging, or an equivalent mix of both moderate and vigorous intensity aerobic activity each week. Intensity is simply how hard your body is working during aerobic activity. To count toward the guidelines, it requires a moderate or vigorous level of effort. But how do you know if you're doing a light, moderate, or vigorous intensity aerobic activity? For most people, daily activities such as shopping or light housework don't increase your heart rate very much. That makes these activities light intensity. Things such as walking briskly, swimming, or mowing the lawn increase their heart rate some, making them moderate intensity activities. Vigorous intensity activities include such workouts as running, playing basketball, swimming laps, or mountain biking. These activities really get your heart pumping and you breathing heavily.
Talk to the back. Very good.
Here's a simple way to find out your level of activity. It's called the talk test. I've just started walking slowly on this treadmill, a light intensity activity. Now, as you can hear, I can still speak normally, but in a few minutes when I increase my pace, okay, now I've raised my heart rate and even broken a sweat. This is the moderate intensity level. I'm still able to talk fairly normally, but listen when I try and sing. She'll be coming round the mountain when she... Well, luckily I can't sing at this level, which should be the same for you if you're doing activities that require moderate effort, such as walking briskly, dancing, or mowing the lawn. Now let's really pick up the pace. Okay, now I'm jogging. And as you can tell now, I'm not able to say more than a few words without pausing for a breath. I'm breathing hard and fast, and my heart rate has increased quite a bit. This is vigorous intensity activity. Wow, that was a nice little workout. For most adults, vigorous intensity activities include jogging, jumping rope, playing basketball, or swimming laps. What all this means is that if you're looking to get the benefits of 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity in less time, you can gradually replace some of your moderate level activities with vigorous aerobic activities. A rule of thumb is that 1 minute of vigorous intensity activity equals about 2 minutes of moderate intensity activity. So in other words, for every 10 minutes of vigorous intensity activity undertaken, you're getting about the same benefits as doing 20 minutes of a moderate intensity activity. Many people prefer this option because it gives them important health benefits in half the time. However, if you haven't been very active lately, slowly work your way up to the more vigorous intensity activities. It's important for your safety and your health to feel comfortable doing activities that require moderate effort before moving up the intensity. Gradually replace moderate activities such as brisk walking with vigorous activities that take a lot more effort, like jogging. The guidelines are all about doing appropriate types and amounts of activity that are also right for your fitness level. What counts in your aerobic activities is getting active because some activity is better than none. for substantial health benefits aimed to meet the minimum guidelines we talked about earlier. If you want even more health benefits, do more physical activity. I'm Dave Patania, asking you to raise that heart rate and get active, healthy, and happy.
And don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Winston Brooks and Tisha from the Tullahoma Arts Council, who will tell us about the upcoming Arts Alive event. Dwight Cox from the local Fellowship of Christian Athletes will let us know about their upcoming dinner, which will feature a member of the Tennessee Titans Super Bowl team, and we'll have artists and guitar players to tie all of that together, all that and more on this week's Living.
And stay with us. We'll have your weather forecast right after these messages.
Dr. Credit here from Russell Barnett Kia. Are you needing a vehicle but don't think it's possible because of your current credit situation? Great news, it is possible. But don't just take it from me. Here's a few of our satisfied customers and what they had to say.
Not only did they take the time to get to know me and my wants, they found me someone to finance me with my bad credit and got me the car of my dreams.
Dr. Credit, come see him, he's great. He can help you. I know he can, he helped me.
Schedule your appointment with Dr. Credit at Russell Barnett Kia so you can drive away happy.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
It's your trademark. That's something special everyone knows and remembers. It's your thing. It's made holidays special for decades and summers unforgettable for the entire neighborhood. It's made everyone laugh every single time. Don't let illness or injury keep you from doing your thing. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Is this the year you want to get fit? If so, check out just some of the things Tullahoma Parks and Rec has to offer. Kickboxing, aerobics, silver sneakers workouts, swim lessons, boot camp, water aerobics, basketball, Zumba, yoga, pickleball, lap swimming, treadmill, karate. Get fit, Tullahoma, and have some fun with Tullahoma Parks and Rec.
Welcome back. We'll have a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1967 at 84 degrees. The record low was in 1932 at 10 degrees. The average high on this day is 62, and the average low is 39. Partly cloudy weather expected tonight with a low of around 27. Mostly sunny weather in the forecast for Wednesday and a little bit warmer with a high being 49 and the low 36. Partly cloudy weather expected on Thursday with a high of 65 and a low of 45. And that's our newsletter report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.